Welcome to season 4 of Simplyrobotix, the podcast. Today I'm going to be reviewing the much talked about film Encanto. So to start off talking about the characters, Maribel, she's, as they said in the description, unlike the rest of her family members because she doesn't have a gift. And she tries very hard not to let it get to her, but she's only 15 years old, so that's actually like a lot to ask from a teenager, and we see how that plays out throughout the film. She's a bit quirky, she's vibrant, she has a lot of personality, but not in an overbearing way. I feel like she's very sweet and very charming, and she so easily reminds me of people I know. Next, we have Abuela, who also reminds me of people I know. She's the matriarch of the family, and I want to double back on that later on in the episode. Bruno, who the episode is titled after, who has a wonderful song about him. And I also think it's funny that the last episode of season 3 was Silencio Bruno, and the first episode of season 4 is, we don't talk about Bruno. So Disney, y'all got a thing for Brunos, apparently. Anywho, Bruno is Maribel's uncle that left the family because he had the visions, and doesn't matter. He had visions, and they almost always came true, and they were hardly ever positive. So to not be a burden to his family and the town, he decided to leave. Next, I consider the house to be a character in all actuality because it clearly emotes, and we see later on that it is vulnerable, and I think it has its own story within this whole story, much like the human characters. And next, or last but not least, I just want to call out Antonio, who's Maribel's cousin. He's the next in line to receive a gift. And he ends up getting it, and the whole family's relieved because they're not cursed and they don't have to worry about the gift or the light or the candle and all that sort of stuff, the miracle being in jeopardy anymore. And he gets a gift to speak to animals. And because of this, it confirms too that something is actually wrong with Maribel. And that just further adds to all her teenage kind of angst and stuff like that. Antonio is an adorable Afro-Latin kid, curly hair, nice, rich, deepish brown skin, and is just insanely adorable. I almost want him right as a figure.